I bet. Welcome back to another episode of Toxiris Discovers. Today we got 7 brand new projects. I mean, they're not brand new, but brand new to me. So let's get into it. Alright, so as always, we start off with my picks. And like in the Toxiris Rates series, I start off with something more underground, more low key that probably most of you, I think none of you will know. It's Truth Be Told by Spoda. This album is very underrated. I think this man has below 200 monthly listeners, and this album doesn't have a lot of streams as far as I know. But I stumbled upon this because I found his track Russell on a channel that uploaded, I think, Trust the Sopranos track by Benny the Butcher, which I couldn't find anywhere else at that time somehow. And that's how I found this man, and I really enjoyed that track Russell. It's still my favorite on the album. And yeah, so I was like, okay, it's a short album. I really enjoyed that track. Let me give this a listen. Let me give this underrated man a chance. And he took it. It's a good album. It's raw everything. It could feature better hooks because I felt like that's the thing that's the easiest to improve on. If you don't like, considering that he probably won't get way better production or in a way better studio soon. But overall, the hooks could be improved on because the hook on Russell.
A nigga on his grustle, that's grinding and hustling, gotta get it off the muscle. I'm all up in my...
It's pretty good, but overall, the hooks other than that are just not that good in my opinion. If they are hooks, I mean, there are some tracks who don't feature hooks at all. That's but I just like some good hooks. Y'all know me, but yeah. Overall, it's a good album. It's raw. It's underrated. So if y'all might enjoy something like this, maybe some Benny the Butcher type shit, check it out. I'd give it a 7 out of 10 overall. Next one I picked for myself is Nas's King's Disease, and I gotta say, it's good. I don't know if this is Grammy winning worthy because it's Nas's first album that won a Grammy. That's kind of funny because Nas dropped albums like Illmatic, Hello. That's way better in my opinion, but I don't know. It's overall, I think the production is what sticks out the most to me as great. That Hit Boy production, I don't know if everything is produced by Hit Boy, but I know that a lot of tracks are produced by Hit Boy. And I enjoyed them. My favorite tracks are probably Ultra Black and Replace Me featuring Don Toliver and Big Sean. I don't care about Big Sean, but that Don Toliver hook on Replace Me, jeez, that's fire, bro. You cannot tell me different. It's not on the level of old Nas. I would probably even put Nostradamus like above this album on a ranking. But still, it's a good project. I'd still give it a 7 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10. I'm gonna be generous. 7.5 out of 10. Let's get it. Then we got Young Thug project, I'm Up. This is a mixtape as far as I know. It features 9 tracks and I think 13 features. And here we get to the first issue for me. This has too many features. Way too many features. I like some features. Like if an album has a couple features, I really enjoy that as long as the features perform well. And I'm not saying the features do bad on this album, but I just rather have more Thugger because Thugger on this album is doing really good. I'm saying album all the time. It's a mixtape. But yeah, he is performing really well. And like my favorite track, Hercules, is a solo Thugger song, and I enjoyed that the most. It's just, I don't know. I feel like Thugger on its own would have done a better job without all those features. Maybe a couple, like the Quavo features, are really good. But other than that, I just have less features overall, just my opinion. Thugger is good all the way through. I'd give this a 7 out of 10 again. Production is nothing special, but pretty good. Yeah, it's overall a good project. I gotta thank Aaron. Yeah, it's Aaron speaking for. I mean, he didn't like tell me to listen to it, but he made a video about like that this project is very underrated by Thugger, and I was like, alright, if it's underrated, I'm gonna give it a listen. And yeah, I don't know if it's underrated because I've never heard anyone talk about it. Guess it is underrated, but yeah, it's a good project. Can only recommend this too. Get it. Then we got an album by Joey Badass, Beast Coast, and Flatbush Zombies called Escape from New York. Now, if you don't know what Beast Coast is or who Beast Coast is, that's basically a collective. Like, it's people from Pro Era like Nick Caution or Kirk Knight. It's Joey Badass, Flatbush Zombies, The Underachievers, a whole lot of New York like rappers from just is a big collective. You can Google it if you want to have all the members listed. I enjoy most of those rappers. I never listened to Flatbush Zombies project, but I really enjoyed everything I heard so far from Kirk Knight, Nick Caution, Joey Badass. The Underachievers, I heard one project, I really enjoyed that too. So this was a very, very enjoyable listen. Probably my favorite album of the day. The man Brock FM put me onto this one, and yeah, I enjoyed it. I gotta say, I would probably rate this an 8.5 out of 10. It has great production, great rapping, even great hooks, bruh. And I gotta give the MVP role to Kirk Knight, because that man, Jesus, on every track he was on, he performed. He performed, bruh, that's it. That is it. My favorite track is probably Far Away, but I just really enjoy that hook, gotta say. Then we get into the community, or what the community selected for me to listen to. First of all, we got Yes Sir with the album Cut That Boy by Cut'em Reese. I don't know, man. Y'all keep recommending these Florida projects, and these Florida projects keep dropping. I mean, he's from Orlando, but bro, I don't know. I feel like all this music it's not bad. He has decent vocals, but pretty stale production, and a couple interesting features. Like, I really enjoyed that Chief Keef feature on All 10. That's my favorite track too.
My teacher saw my dick, I got rich as a freshman. Chief Sosa stuck his leg in first and stuck his head.
So overall, these Florida projects are not bad. It's just nothing special. It's just pretty boring. I just sit there, listen to them, be like, oh, another Kodak Black clone, I guess. Let's get it. I don't know. Just, I don't like it that much. And it's probably a 4 or 5 or a 5 out of 10 for me. That's what I would rate it. Nothing too good though. Next album we got is Big Scar, Big Grim Reaper. This man is a Walmart Pooh Shiesty, but a better Walmart Pooh Shiesty. Okay, that made no sense. Look, he basically is Pooh Shiesty, but I feel like in the long term, he has a more interesting delivery and a more interesting voice than Pooh Shiesty, because Pooh Shiesty can get that sound like Donald Trump and not like Pooh Shiesty, but fuck it. Pooh Shiesty can get pretty stale over some time, for me personally. I really enjoy a couple tracks by him, but if I listen to a whole project after that project, you can be sure I'm pretty drained. So yeah, I feel like that's not the big issue with Big Scar, but overall with these Memphis type rappers, the beats they choose and the deliveries they have, it's good for 1, 2, maybe 3 tracks in a row, but after that you be just like, yeah, okay, interesting, moving on. Can I please go to sleep? It's not boring. It's just nothing exciting. I don't know. I feel like you gotta switch up more. There are a couple good tracks. I added like 3 to my playlist. Ballin' in LA is probably my favorite from the album.
Catching that bad and we open the scope. Glock on my hand, got the drag on the floor. Put that fire on his ass, turn his ass to a post.
And I overall would give it a 6 out of 10. It's not bad, but if you really like Pooh Shiesty, then you can definitely check this out. I mean, Pooh Shiesty is featured on his album like 3 or 4 times, so yeah, that's definitely something you could check out in that case. Thanks to, okay, this name I'ma try, Jao Dakebra. I'ma just say that's your name, bro. Thanks to you for recommending Big Scar's Big Grim Reaper. And let's get into the last album, which is Youngboy's AI Youngboy 2, recommended by Bopping Crow. Shit, I still don't. Okay, I'm gonna just say this one pronunciation, and if this is right, he can tell me it's right. If it's wrong, he can tell me it's wrong. By Bopping Crow. This project is probably the best Youngboy project I heard so far. I already knew a couple tracks like Make No Sense and Self Control. Obviously, I think that are some of his biggest, in my opinion, also best tracks. And this, I don't know, it's overall a very good album. Like vocally, I really enjoyed it. Songs like Renata and Self Control are probably some of my favorite Youngboy songs overall. But this album just has the same old Youngboy issues, meaning it still gets pretty stale after some time. It feels like he's not putting that much effort in it, other than vocally. The beats are good, but could switch up more. And it's 18 tracks long. I don't know, man. I enjoyed it, but it's probably the best Youngboy album I listened to. I don't listen to a whole lot of Youngboy, I gotta say. But it's just, I don't know, nothing special, but still pretty good. I'd give it a 6.5 out of 10. And with that being said, we got all the albums. Definitely recommend some for the next episode. I need some good recommendations, bro. And thanks for watching, and have a good one.
Remember back then, all them hoes ain't want me. Now I'm ballin', all them same hoes on me. Mama told me that this came with the money and the motherfucking fame. Even though I feel the same, I'm that nigga now. I'm that nigga now. I'm that nigga now. I'm that nigga.